Hey guys, this is Phineas294 here, and to end January 2013 in a major bang, I'm gonna react to some YouTube videos I remember watching back in the day when I was a kid and young teenager as well. I'm gonna react to YouTube videos that I remember watching a lot when I was a kid and young teenager. Let's start with La Caída de Edgar, which I used to watch that video a lot back in summer 2006 on my computer. Takes me back to my good old days. That video was very popular back in the time when YouTube was new. I used to watch that video a lot back in summer 2006. Those were the days. I was 12 years old when I watched that video. It brings me back memories. By the way, as a matter of fact, I watched that video non-stop the day before I went to Disneyland Paris. That is cool. I also watched that video at the airport. Let's get into another video I watched when I was a kid. By the way, this was a scary video. This is not a joke. That video didn't scare me. I actually watched that video back in 2008 when I was 14 years old. I remember watching that video a lot back in summer 2008. That didn't scare me. Jesus. Jeez Louise, that's kind of creepy. But it didn't scare me. Takes me back to my childhood. Let's see the padded stand one. This is not a joke. This was actually one of the videos that got me into YouTube. Sorry guys. I remember back in 2006 and 2007, I watched that video non-stop on YouTube back in the day. This was at the time when I got into YouTube even more. That's kind of gross. This video brings me back memories back in 2006 and 2007 when I was a kid while I got into YouTube. Memories back in the days. Yeah, that was a great childhood video of mine. Let's see another video I watched when I was back in the day. I remember one. Here's a video that I used to watch non-stop back in 2007 during my summer vacation. I watched that video constantly back in summer 2007 and it brings me back so much memories. Let's watch this one. That video is so hilarious. This was one of my favorite videos back in 2007. I love that video. It was so hilarious. I love that video back as a kid. Let's see the... Oh yeah, I remember back in summer 2008, and still to this day, there is actually one video I watched constantly back in the day. That's a video I watched constantly back in the day, back in 2008 and 2009. By the way, that was actually the kid at the end of Palantina. No, it wasn't in Palantina. It was actually at the end of Stripperella, which I used to watch that show back in the day without my parents knowing, back on Disney Channel. On Disney Channel or on Disney Mature.
What's for breakfast?
Man. Man, this was one of my favorite videos back in 2008 when I was 14. I watched that video a lot back in summer 2008. This was one of my favorite YouTube videos back in the day.
good soup. It's your agent. If you don't eat that frickin' soup, you'll never work in this town again. Ever. That's good soup.
By the way, there's actually one scene I love my ass off. This one. By the way, this is not a joke. Jonathan Cyrus made a reference to this video in the episode from Jonathan Cyrus where they watched a Jimmy Neutron parody out of it. Here's actually, I'm gonna show you a song that I used to hear, I used to listen a lot back in 2006 and 2007. I remember hearing the Spanish version a lot back as a kid. This was one of my favorite songs to hear on YouTube as a kid. Man, that song was much better than Cressy Frog. I remember the Gummy Bear song. I remember that. Let's see another one. This is actually, I'm gonna show you one thing that I do remember a lot back in 2008 when I was 14 years old. It is actually a Bonnie video where it is about a lop. The Bonnie one, and this is not a joke, I actually watched this video non-stop on YouTube back in 2008. As a matter of fact, I remember watching it advertised a lot while watching Phineas and Ferb on Disney Channel or Jonathan Cyrus and Clan TVA or TV1 in Quadro doing the ad breaks and on Antenna 3 as well. This one I'm going to show you now. Memories. I watched that video a lot back in 2008 when I was 14. This was one of my favorites back in 2008. Even I remember watching it a lot on TV. I also remember watching the Christmas version back in Christmas 2008 when I was 14 years old. This brings me back memories. I really wish this character is popular again. That is one of my favorite internet bodies back in 2008 alongside the rabbits. Those rabbits were my shit when I was a teenager. Young teenager back in the late 2000s. This brings me back memories. Isn't it, guys? Let's remember the YTPs that were in everywhere back as a kid. I watched these videos a lot back in 2008 and 2007 on YouTube.
I hope she made lots of spaghetti. Luigi, look. It's from Bowser.
Oh yes, I remember the Hotel Mario YTPs. I watched them a lot back then. Even the Zelda ones with the king. Like this one.
It sure is boring around here.
My boy, this piece is what all true warriors...
I love the YTPs of the king. I watched these videos a lot back then. I also remember watching the Indian and the iconic, can't forget the iconic Not Then. I used to love that music a lot back in 2007 and 2008. Memories. And even the Trinity one, I love that one too, alongside with the Spirit one. Those music were my shit back when I was into YouTube, when I was in the internet. And can't forget the Indian one. The Indian one, I watched that a lot in compilation YouTube videos back in the day. Those were the days. This is back at the time I was into YouTube. I remember watching that with Jonathan Cyrus where George was defeating Mayor Belfred. I remember watching the video with that song on the video short of Judge versus Mayor Bullfred, aka the Mayor Bull Island, from the season 2 finale of Judge and Cyrus, which that episode is a fantastic episode. I watched that episode a lot on Nickelodeon back in 2008, and even on Clan back in 2009. Judge and Cyrus was one of my favorite shows from my childhood, next to Foster's Home for Matching Friends, SpongeBob SquarePants, you know what I mean. So yeah, those are great childhood memories. And I remember the one with the Caramel Dansen, which is the... I remember hearing this song on the Super Smash Bros. Brawl video I watched a lot back in 2008, back when I was 14, and even 2009 memories, and even the Goodbye song. That video really made me cry when I watched it. This is not a joke. When I watched that video back in 2006, I actually cried. By the way, that was actually one of the most emotional videos I watched when I was younger on YouTube, when I was into YouTube memories, isn't it? That's some of my YouTube videos that I grew up with. So yeah, that's my reaction to them. I will see you very soon. Happy last day of January 2013, and tomorrow's February. Oh yes, a really great month at last. Bye folks.